Lockheed just released, and in my latest community poll, this was the card people were most excited about. It doesn't look busted at first glance, but when paired with cards like Kitty Pryde and one-cost skills, it's doing some really interesting things. And now for a little history on Lockheed. Lockheed isn't just a companion or mascot to Kitty Pryde, he is the survivor of an advanced alien race known as the Flock. His species shared collective consciousness and used astral starships to travel space. They fought a constant war against the parasitic alien race known as the Brood, as you very well may know from Marvel Snap. Lockheed wasn't just part of that conflict, he was one of their most capable warriors. During the Brood invasion, Lockheed saved Kitty Pryde and followed her back to Earth, abandoning his people and even a life he was meant to return to. From outside, he looked like a harmless cat-sized dragon, but in reality, he was a trained killer, fire-breathing, durable, resistant to telepathy, and far more intelligent than anybody realized. Over the years, Lockheed has fought alongside the X-Men, Excalibur, and even worked as a covert agent for Sword, acting as a mole in space while hiding his true nature from almost everyone around. And that's what makes him dangerous. Don't see him coming until it's already too late. And now for the decks. So this deck is the end of turn, and Lockheed being an end of turn card, I thought maybe throw it into an end of turn deck, and surprisingly this deck did very, very well for me. I'll put it up on the screen now, but it's at an 80% win rate, and 80% win rate is not something to take lightly. It is a very small sample size, so for now it's kind of hard to know whereabouts it will fall when things land. But Lockheed is a tricky one. I'll quickly go through the deck here. Sunspark, Black Cat, Hydra Bob, Havoc, Marvel Boy, Invisible Woman, and Fantastica are all staples of this kind of deck. So they're all the end of turn cards that just get buffed or triggered multiple times. Then we have Spider-Ham. It's just another 1-drop in here for Lockheed. But the activate is nice, and triggering it twice with Jocasta. I only did it once this game, and I think it hit the same thing, so it didn't work. I would like to imagine it does work usually, but it didn't in that instance. If you then have Merlin, Spider-Ham is one of the only real targets you want for like your Evolve and your Once in Futures and things like that. A Mega Sentinel being another. If you trigger a Mega Sentinel and then evolve it, that's another good use. Merlin is mainly in here for Lockheed. Triggers, you can kind of throw those spells away if you don't need them, but using them with Spider-Ham, maybe even Black Cat as well, isn't too bad of an option. Hydra Bob, as long as it's not things you want the end of turns to trigger turn after turn, things like Havoc, Lockheed, Marvel Boy, etc. Jocasta is in here for multiple Invisible Woman procs. You could probably run Prodigy, that's what it's called. If you prefer, probably has a little bit more utility with copying some of the end of turn abilities, or Invisible Woman, although I think that would probably reshape how this deck looks, because things like Omega Sentinel are only in here really because of Jocasta and Merlin. And then Fantastica at the end to top it all off. So this deck is relatively straightforward, and with an 80% win rate, I definitely cannot recommend it enough. And now for the next deck. So this deck is Bounce, kind of self-explanatory, and we have Shu Lao in here as well. The idea really is to just play the cards and bounce them in a regular bounce archetype style. The new Iceman buff is nice, being able to see what your opponent has now had the debuff on. And apart from that, it's relatively straightforward. Surge, if you're wanting to hit like a lot of the 1-cost cards, so when they get bounced back to your hand, they're then still 0 cost, so you can play them out again. Lockheed and Kitty Pryde in full effect in this deck as well. Falcon and Toxin are the only 2 real bounce cards, and I think that's about all you'll need really. Joaquin is great for just triggering these effects twice, and Falcon is what you're going to want to play if your cards are on Joaquin. Toxin kind of if they're in their own lane, etc. It does step on its own toes a little bit, having Lockheed in a deck like this, because you already have Thena, Lockheed, and Surge being cards you don't want to bounce. So you're really focusing on the 1-drops here. You can Toxin on top of the Falcon as well to get Falcon back and keep it going, which does work sometimes as well. And Shao Lao in here for the end, and hit Monkey as well. Now, I didn't really play this deck very much, so I won't include it in the video today, but it was doing okay. Not as well as the other ones, but this is another option if you guys wanted to check it out. I seem to have such bad luck with the recording. I just had an insane game where I managed to get the Invisible Woman Jocasta procs to pop off and buffed like a 22 power Sunspot. Give me something I can play here. That will do. Clear. Oh, that's nasty. Especially seeing as they're going to get one of those every turn. Mojo World might be a lost cause. Unless I get a bunch of low-cost drop draws. They're running Frankie. And very interesting. I am a little bit scared now. What they plan to do. I had thought it was like a Lockheed, possibly Shu Lao deck. But Frankie is throwing me off a bit. Unless like the idea is to play Lockheed and then on Zola. Ooh. Interesting. Sorry, my brain was just working, just thinking about that as a possibility. Fantastical would be nice. A Mega Sentinel. I think I'll put it here. Then I'll see if it's worth me trying to go for Mojo World. If I draw Hydra Bob, then I most definitely will. But if I draw anything else, I'll probably just put it all in Xandar and trigger the end of turn things. Mysterio. That's interesting. Now, did that remove its text? Yeah. So luckily that's a dud. I think we give up on the right location. Although looking at this, I don't even think I win the middle location. I kind of have to rely on Marble Boy buffs for Black Cat. Ah, but a Mega Sentinel procs Demon and then either Frankie or Clear. But if Frankie gets doubled here, we might be in trouble. Oh, okay. No doubling on Frankie. I think we're okay. Purely from Marble Boy. Oh, I had forgotten about Mysterio. That could have gone very badly.
Victory!
Luckily we're good though. Oh my goodness. Plus 15 from wow though. That's nuts. I think that might be Invisible Woman's home. It's going to be insane. Because I guess they all proc 8 times, right? Okay, so my line here is Jocasta into a Mega Sentinel, into Invisible Woman on the left, and hope at this point I've got some more end of turn things to trigger. Havoc's good, but I have to hope they don't turn off Bar Sinister. Although if they do, I suppose I can always just play Invisible Woman behind Jocasta. Black Cat is going to go. Unfortunately, but there's not really too much I can do about that. And then Havoc on the right has to be enough. It is slightly intimidating that it's on Shori's lab, so they could probably get a pretty large buff from it. And they're saving Bar Sinister for something. Hitting Black Cat is more than fine. That's also pretty good for us. Takes up one of their spots. Maybe not as good as I was hoping, actually. If they've just sent it back. Okay. Does Havoc go... Does it go right? Lockheed would be good, but I don't actually know if I'm going to draw Spider-Ham to trigger it, so... And... no, I think that's okay. Unless I draw Fantasticar, in which then I would put it here and continuously buff everything. Which probably means it's best that I snap to get Hydra Bob out of that location. Now this is a purely strategic snap. Yeah, they're very intimidating on the right side. Kind of want Spider-Ham here. Not Spider-Ham, but Fantasticar is probably just as good. Yeah, I was going to put Lockheed in, but again, probably not useful. I'm kind of scared that didn't work. Okay, put this here, trigger a Mega Sentinel, trigger Jocasta, trigger this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. Okay, let's just see how this all goes. It's going to be a little bit of a crazy turn. Oh, this is a pain. Please just hit the same one. Thank you. Keep hitting the same one. Thank you. And maybe hit the same one again. I don't know what the chances of that are. That is a little bit insane. How did that happen? Even right now, I can't tell if I have the power to win this or not. I do on the right because left even because Fantasticar goes on. Oh, I definitely do with Havoc as well. How many times does this trigger? Six, I think. Oh, Fantastic Card doesn't go off.
Victory!
Oh, it does go off, but these are activates. Okay. I got confused for a second. But yeah, this was dangerously close. In which case, maybe I was better off just playing Lockheed on the right. But the fact that Deafening Chord hit Invisible Woman 4 times is insane. Oh, it's a bit unfortunate that that wasn't the Invisible Woman. Oh, couldn't you have done that with the 5-cost one? What did they even discard? Oh, Athena. Okay, they're definitely playing some form of Lockheed, Silky Smooth style deck.
Snap!
I'm going to snap. I say as I've already done it, but I think I'm in a decent enough position here. Negasonic is going to catch them off guard. Ah, well, it would have caught them off guard if I kept initiative, which I somehow managed to lose because I snapped. Okay, I really need Sunspot here. Guess they have Shu Lao, don't they? All of these cards are useless. Oh, okay, never mind.
Victory!
Yeah, all of these cards were useless, sadly. But we looked out with our opponent leaving. If I did get Sunspot, however, we would have been in a very good position. I'm actually saving Hydra Bomb. Extra plays with Lockheed, for sure. Oh, but Black Cat gets discarded. Why did they have to draw the one card that would force my hand? Screw it.
Gotta run, hun.
Draw Merlin here. At least then I could relax about playing the 1-cost cards. I think this is going to be a weird game.
Opponent snapped!
They're snapping. The Lasher. I mean, Omega Sentinel on Lasher is going to be pretty good, but they're more than likely going to get their procs off before. They'll just activate it. Although, it is the Shu Lao deck. Let's just do this for now. I think I can Hydra Bob, then Havoc next turn. Might not force the hand with Lasher if they play something with a higher cost. But if they were to play Shu Lao here, I'm not entirely sure what it would buff. Okay, well they'll probably evolve that more than likely. I can send Havoc to the middle. And leave Jocasta. We might be okay. Although they're going to Lasher, aren't they? So... I think Lasher does beat me. And if they Galactus right... Could they Galactus right? Is that on the table? It is, isn't it? For that reason alone, do I Jocasta? I literally only lose to Galactus. Okay. I was going to say I literally only lose to Galactus with that play, but I also lose to this insane combo. Maverick Shulao, that is insanity. Really wasn't something I had considered, but yeah. That is an insane combo. And they gave the thumbs up. I was about to praise them. Wow. Yeah. I might have to try that deck out, but I'm also having a sneaking suspicion that Shulao is going to be demoted to +2 power. Because something like this is just nuts. I'm half tempted to just snap off the bat here.
Snap!
I think because I see that I can Lockheed and then Merlin spell. Yeah, and I think all of the Merlin spells do pretty good for me. Black Widow. Okay, yeah, I get rid of Mosh Pit. Do I do that? I was about to say, no, I don't do that because I realized that
This just in.
they're probably not going to keep capitalizing off of this. And put Black Cat here.
Face the might of Asgard!
I have no idea what they're playing.
Clear for takeoff.
Okay. And that's pretty good. Just became Kiln though.
Mjolnir! To me!
Okay. That's the one drop for Jubilee evolving. They don't snap, I should still be, yeah.
Victory!
I was going to say I should still be fine on the left, but I'm assuming that was a bot because it was very strange. This could be pretty good. Jotunheim scares me a bit though. Oh, well, they're going to trigger off of the same thing. Yeah, I do realize I'm going to lose Spider-Ham here, but I think it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. And then next turn it's just Havoc. No, they actually got rid of it, I suppose, because they needed the Victoria hand. I don't think it's likely for me to lose her, but they could pull something crazy out of the hat. I won't snap. Ah, okay. I was gonna say I won't snap because I wanted to see that play out, but yeah, I think that was a pretty solid front I had there. Oh, okay. I guess I always just play Marvel Boy there. There's no reason for me not to. Okay, lose Lockheed value, but I'm never going to say no to this. I was thinking also, actually, it might be worth... I don't trust myself to win that. Okay. It might be worth putting Clear in the deck. Purely because you keep getting procs. Don't like what I'm seeing here. Yeah, because you keep getting procs as something like Marvel Boy. It might be situational. I'm surprised they let me go first.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, because of a Mega Sentinel. I guess either way, this card was just demolishing their play. Olympia, interesting. I like playing Spider-Ham before Merlin, because I think in this deck, Spider-Ham is one of the only real targets for Merlin. With things like Evolve, etc. I'm going to snap. Mainly because I don't really get many opportunities to do so, but also getting Lockheed with Merlin out is very nice. Not the target I wanted though. Okay. I think for now I just play it safe. Because Merlin can just evolve anything that Lockheed hits. I'm not too mad about that. Get your caster next turn. Let's do that. Oh, they got rid of it, okay. And turn it into Deathstone now.
Gotta run, hun.
Oh, nice. I was about to say I need to make sure that I keep Hydra Bob if it was to show up. Yeah, next turn's Marvel Boy, Hydra Bob, and I think we're doing pretty well. Although they can still evolve like the Herd, but that might make them think that they can pull back the location. They still have some decent amount of groundwork to get this location back though. Still Marvel Boy it. And I think that means Hydra Bob always goes right. The unspent energy no longer matters, but I still think this is the best play. Because Lockheed and then all the Marvel Boy procs are kind of what I need to win me the game. I swear, if they have Killmonger. Interesting. Ah, a werewolf. Oh. Yeah, I had forgotten about werewolf. Oh. Yeah, I'm not really sure there was much that I could have done. Maybe if I played a Mega Sentinel into Jocasta. But I think even from last time I realized that doesn't actually trigger, so... And I'd already snapped, otherwise if I had snapped after Hydra Bob moving into this lane would have won at me. Pretty good game though. Yeah, Havoc turn 2 is not the one, sadly. I can probably fight for that.
Oh, snap.
I then play Jocasta next turn. Ah, they're also getting it though. Okay. It looks like a Zombie Galactic deck, but I didn't get the intro at the start. Scarlet Spider. Another terrifying card. Is Marvel Boy worth it? Knocks off like a whole bunch of power actually, so probably not. Let's just go with this. Yeah, 24. I don't know if that beats it. Actually, looks like it does. That actually beats the insane Scarlet Spider combo.
Victory.
Very happy with that one.